Hello YouTube, my name is Bella and I am an artist, and I'm making this video today because, well, the other ones I've made I've not had a chance to edit yet, plus I want to start my YouTube videos with a series called Affordable Art, because a lot of times you will watch techniques and that sort of thing and you'll find something that you want to do, and basically the materials are like extortionate, not even worth like buying because you don't know if you're going to like it. So my big vex right now is texture paste or modeling paste, because it's like £10 for like this little tiny tub of it. So I went onto YouTube and I was watching videos on how to make your own, and basically it was a bit silly because first of all, one of the methods is baby powder, and yeah, I don't want my art smelling like baby powder. And then another method was baking soda or bicarbonate of soda, which is not like hugely available in the UK, not like it is in America where you can buy a massive tub of it for really cheap. So I've come up with a different and less expensive method, and this is the result of that, and you can see it's got quite a bit of different textures. This is just, I just tested it on this junk canvas to see how it came out, and it actually was surprisingly good. And like, as you can see, I'm pressing on the canvas and that sort of thing, which is not something you would normally do, but it's not breaking off, so it's adhered really well. So for this, to make your DIY modeling paste, you will only need PVA glue, which I got from the range for only a couple of pounds for a litre, and then this all-purpose filler, which I actually bought from Poundland for £1. So this is the end result. I used, you know, just whatever container you have that's sort of airtight because you don't want it drying out. But this is the texture of the paste that you actually get, which is great. So I will show you now how I make it. There's no exact measurements here, no exact science. I just sort of pour everything in. So you might want to mix it in the container that you're going to store it in, but mine is already fairly full, so I've just put like that much in. And basically you just add for, you know, you see what it's like. So I'm just going to add a bit, and then once I mix it, we'll see what the texture is, and then we'll probably need to add more. It would be better to add less than to add more, because you can't take more out. So just add a little at a time, see where you're at, and then add some more. So this, like I said, is my first video of a series called Affordable Art, because there are a lot of techniques out there, like fluid painting, for example, which can be a very expensive hobby, especially if you're not an artist who sells your art. So I have found cheaper methods to do everything. So I'm going to be sharing that with YouTube. This is just normal tap water that I was actually drinking before I just put it in here. But you don't need to do straight PVA glue. I mean, and you can use what you have if you've got like filler and Mod Podge, but I wouldn't recommend using Mod Podge because it's like, I don't know, a $5 for 8 ounces, so that's a bit expensive for me. I just want, you know, just want to do it for the cheaper the better. Right, and this is a really good consistency. As you can see, it's quite stodgy. That is the sort of consistency that you're going to want to get it to do what you want it to do on the canvas. And another thing that I will note is actually using this on a cheaper canvas would be better than using it on a more expensive one, because on the cheaper canvases you get this texture, and I don't know if the camera is picking it up at all, but you get this like quite deep texture, and that helps for gripping this onto the actual canvas. But just for the purposes of demonstration, this is just a junk canvas board. It doesn't have very much texture at all on it, but I will just pop a bit of this on here so you guys can see what it's like. It spreads really easily, it's quite flat, it's quite smooth looking. I mean, because you might want to then, you know, sort of emboss this, or you might want to paint on it. For me, the project that I'm working on is like a cracked wall, which is why I tested this, which is by no means a finished piece. But yeah, you can see that you can just draw quite easily on it, and it's not going anywhere. Like, you can, it's not going anywhere. But one thing that I will note about using this is that when I actually painted this, because I wanted to see what the texture looked like, dry brushing it and using a few different techniques, is that, first of all, if you press even a little bit too hard, you will go straight down to the canvas, as you can see there, and that's not a good look. And then also, the paint really absorbs into this. So the first half that I painted, I did it with just paint, and then the second half that I painted, I wet this modeling paste before I did it, and that helped me be able to blend and spread the paint much better, because up here it was just like literally soaking in the second that you put it in, and then if you put a second color on, tried to blend it, it was just not happening at all. So and then also when I did these black lines, the paint was just getting soaked into the outside if I made a mistake, which I did wipe away, and I actually like the look of that because it just looks a bit, I don't know, more shadowy on the outside. So that wasn't so terrible. But yes, this is a very simple method, and it's very inexpensive because it costs like 8p to make this entire lot of this, probably even less than that, but it's a far cry from £25 for 8 ounces. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and if you want to learn more of my methods for affordable art, then subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye!